From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, November 3rd, 2014. Silver is trading at $16.03 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,169 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $329. Antiwar.com reports fighters from the Islamic State have executed another 50 members of the Al-Nimr tribe, a powerful Sunni tribe in the easternmost portion of Iraq's western Anbar province, bringing the overall death toll in a recent purge to at least 322. The Al-Nimr tribe was a powerful force in the Sunni awakening factions during the U.S. occupation and is one of the few Sunni tribes in Anbar to remain loyal to the Iraqi government. The tribe resisted when the Islamic State pushed into eastern Anbar, particularly around the city of Hit, though over the past week they lost their remaining territory in a sustaining push. The Islamic State has been keen to stay on good terms with the Sunni tribals in territories they've taken over, but those that have resisted have been met with wholesale massacres as the group aims to intimidate other tribes against trying to resist them. The massacre severely reduces Al-Nimr's remaining power and also hurts their relations with the Iraqi government, as they insist their calls for military aid were not answered. Prime Minister Abadi insists airstrikes have been launched over the weekend in response to the killings, but this seems very much after the fact and are limited at any rate. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. The Associated Press reports for 12 days in August, the U.S. government agreed to a police request to restrict more than 37 square miles of airspace surrounding Ferguson, Missouri, for safety, but audio recordings show that local authorities privately acknowledged the purpose was to keep away news helicopters during violent street protests. On August 12th, the morning after the Federal Aviation Administration imposed the first flight restriction, FAA air traffic managers struggled to redefine the flight ban to let commercial flights operate at nearby Lambert St. Louis International Airport, and police helicopters fly through the area, but ban others. In a series of recorded telephone conversations obtained by the Associated Press, one FAA manager said about the St. Louis County Police, they finally admitted it really was to keep the media out, but they were a little concerned of, obviously, anything that could be going on. At another point, a manager of the FAA's Kansas City Center said police, quote, did not care if you ran commercial flights through the temporary flight restriction all day long. They didn't want media in there, end quote. FAA procedures for defining a no-fly area did not have an option that would accommodate that. The conversations contradict claims by the St. Louis County Police Department, which responded to demonstrations following the shooting death of 18-year-old Michael Brown, that the restriction was solely for safety and had nothing to do with preventing the media from witnessing the violence of the police response. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. Reuters reports the head of the federal agency examining last week's fatal crash of a Virgin Galactic passenger spaceship during a test flight in California's Mojave Desert said on Sunday that the vehicle appears to have broken apart in flight. Christopher Hart, acting chairman of the National Transportation Safety Board, told Reuters during an interview, the debris field indicates an in-flight breakup. We'll know for certain when we look at all the sources we have. The NTSB is leading the investigation into Friday's crash of Spaceship Two, which was undergoing its first powered test flight since January when it crashed, spreading debris over a 5-mile swath of the Mojave Desert north of Los Angeles. One pilot was killed and the other was badly injured. Preliminary data gathered in the Virgin accident indicates that a structural failure and not an engine explosion led to the crash. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.